Today's lesson is lesson 28, Measuring Time and Elapsed Time. So we measure the passage of time by the movement of the earth. A day is how long it takes the earth to spin around, and we divide a day into 24 parts called hours. Okay? So there's 24 hours in one day. Okay? Each hour is divided up in 2 minutes, and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. And then each minute is divided up into seconds, and there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Okay? So the earth also moves around the sun, and it takes about 365 1/4 days for the earth to go all the way around the sun. They do this and then during most years, we have 365 days. But during a leap year, we have 366 days. And a leap year is every 4 years. And that's to make up for this quarter year that we're missing. Okay. Now, a year is divided into 12 months. Okay? Each month has a different number of days. The month of February has 28 or 29 days. 29 days are on the leap year. Okay? 4 of the months have 30 days. And then all the rest have 31 days. Yep, so 7 months have 31 days. Okay. Now we have larger units of measurement. Okay. For example, for longer spaces of time, we might use the term decade. Now a decade equals 10 years. We might also use a century. A century equals 100 years. And then a millennium equals 1,000 years. Okay, so we have the question, a century is how many decades? Well, since a century equals 100 years, and a decade is 10 years, I know that 100 divided by 10 equals 10. So there are 10 decades in. All right, so here I have this calendar, and it says, according to this calendar, June 8th, 2014 is what day of the week? So I'd look for June 8th, and we see that is Sunday. Okay, the first S in our week is Sunday, and the last S is Saturday. Okay, the first T is Tuesday, and this one is Thursday. So that's something just to keep in mind. All right, the time of the day can be shown by a clock. A clock can either be digital or analog. Analog clocks show time with hands that point to places in a circular number line. And an analog clock contains 2 number lines in one. We have the hour and the minutes. Now, a full day is 24 hours long, but most clocks only show 12 hours. All right, so here, this says the clock shows the time that Rick's first morning class ends. He woke up 2 hours before this time. His lunch period begins 3 hours after this time. What time did Rick wake up? And what time does Rick's lunch period start or begin? So this clock is showing 5 minutes after the 9th hour. Because remember, each of these numbers is 5 minutes. Okay, so this is showing 9:05. Okay. Now, since it's in the morning, we know this is 9:05 a.m. because a.m. means in the morning. To find the time 2 hours earlier, I count back 2 hours. So that would be 9:05, we go to 8:05, and then 7:05. So he woke up at 7:05 a.m. Okay. Now, if I want to know the time 3 hours from now, I would count forward 3 hours. So we are starting at 9, we go 10, 11, 12. So his lunchtime is at 12:05. Okay. So elapsed time is the amount of time between starting time and the ending time. For example, if you start your homework at 4:00 p.m. and finish at 5:15, then you spent 1 hour and 15 minutes. So, here in this problem, Raven and her friends attended a movie that was 2 hours and 5 minutes long and ended at 9:20. What time did the movie begin? So in this problem, we're giving an ending time and the elapsed time. Okay. We're asked to find the beginning time. So that's 2 hours and 5 minutes before 9:20. So to do this, we're going to count back. So we have 9:20, and so I'm going to count back 2 hours. So that'd be 8:20 and then 7:20. Then I need to count back 5 more minutes. So we'd go from 7:20, 5 minutes before that would be 7:15. So my answer is 7:15 p.m. And that's when the movie began. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.